Привет, привет, мой дорогой зритель. А мы вновь в игрушечке GreedFall, и мы, собственно, как ты помнишь, продолжаем проходить эту замечательную игру. И мы остановились на том, что нам надо срочно пойти выжечь нахрен всех этих сраных, инквизиторов, вместе с их всем этим фортом, не фортом, что они там себе понастроили. Вот. Меня, конечно, немножко расстраивает, что игра почему-то начинает выкобениваться и как-то плохо себя вести. Совсем не хотелось бы резать настройки, ну да ладно. Посмотрим, как пойдет дальше. Да, мне это... Вот, приказываю.
Some members of the Order Luminous built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Teleme and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these Inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. Do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way.
Замечательно.
The Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of His Excellency, Desade. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of His Excellency without question. For Teleme, for the Guard.
Ясно все. Все, мои приказы будете выполнять, сука. Пошли со мной. Отправиться к месту встречи. А зачем мне место встречи на поляне? Это типа здесь? Это по этому квесту же, да? Ну ладно, хорошо. Я надеюсь, тут же будет выход, да? Да ёб твою мать. Где выход-то? Ну, скорее всего, вот тут будет. Да, ура. Ура, есть выход. Блять, в стену врезался. Собственно, эти чертовы инквизиторы совсем ошалели. О, кстати, опять работает эта фигня. Я не понимаю, как это работает. Ты в курсе вообще, нет? Напиши в комментарии. Ты знаешь, как это работает? Потому что у меня через раз эта фигня работает, что вот подсвечивается лут всякий природный. Опа, а пацаны-то тут стоят, ждут чего-то. Смерти своей ждут пацаны. Спокойно, аккуратно. Вот эту. Ай-яй. Ай-яй. Да ёб твою мать. Тоже мне тут намахивает стоит. Так. Ягодки тоже надо собрать. Я не знаю, зачем я собираю ягоды. Но они, в принципе, ничего не весят, как бы, поэтому пофиг. Вообще, по идее, надо было иногда еще постреливать, а то у меня боеприпасов там вагон и маленькая тележка. Ну, я думаю, сейчас мы тут постреляем. Сейчас мы тут и постреляем, и все на свете поделаем. Опа. А где? Это вот эти ребята? Ну так, ничего, нормально. О, как. Ну так патрон, конечно, значительно быстрее уходит. Прям вообще моментально, я думаю, будут улетать. Ну, как бы, как я уже и сказал, тут вроде как сейчас я нахожусь в том состоянии, когда...
We're almost at the camp of the Solasser. Should we wait here for the moon to rise?
Ну, давай, дождемся.
Let's.
А зачем нам темнота?
Perfect. Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
Understood, Your Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
Да зачем
So, this is the
наблюдать-то?
place where the Ordo Luminous stain their hands with blood. May they be struck by the enlightened.
There's no turning back. I hope that you're all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Как ты это понял?
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We are behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near simultaneous assaults. The first larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion. Are you ready for the assault?
We're ready, Your Excellency.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you're in position.
А чё мне не дали порешать, типа, с какой стороны я пойду, оставлять ли отряд, вот это все. Поехали, пацаны. Кто там еще? Да ёпта мать. У меня же есть время лутаться, да? Так, окей. Я разве вот здесь не могу войти? Ладно, понято. Ух ты.
Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the
Easy.
Inquisitors kill them all.
А, быстрее надо? Ну хорошо, пошли быстрее.
They intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to these cells.
Я могу, в принципе, и так взломать.
We're still fighting outside.
Так, ну, в целом, жить можно, я думаю. Здесь содержится краткое описание пленников с их приблизительным возрастом, без имен, но с указанием методов, которые к ним применялись. Также отмечено, уверовали ли они или вернулись к свету. Последних намного больше, чем первых. Ну, так себе статистика, если честно. По-моему, их методы оставляют желать лучшего. в смысле? А что нам предлагают сделать, я не понял. Так тут никого нет. Ладно. А, нам предлагают наверх. Хорошо, я что-то пропустил как-то этот момент. Есть кто? Ты кто? А, ну тогда, конечно, да. А тут что-то нет никого? Изи. Так, еще запись. Перечислили все расходы ордена, в том числе расходы на организацию содержания секретного лагеря. Замечательно. Так, а что, мы тут еще что-то можем найти? Ну, похоже, что нет. Победите инквизиторов на территории. Спуск, подъем. Опа, здрасте. Не, парни, вы тут со своими вот этими заклинашками, конечно, без шансов. В тетради, предназначенной, скорее всего, для стражей, перечислены имена всех инквизиторов, имеющих право на посещение секретного лагеря. Среди прочих указано имя отца Клаудиуса. Остальные имена вам неизвестны, но представительница Корнелия наверняка ими заинтересуется. Что происходит? А что за звуки-то? А, это вот туда там, типа? Нет, так подожди, здесь мы были. А, ну здрасте. Куда ты там побежал? В смысле освобождать уже некого? Там же 4 человека были. Вы чё, блин? Там же были 4 человека. Что значит освобождать некого? Вы чё? Как это некого? Я же видел, там в подвале сидели люди. Вот же они. Все, мужики, идите. Уходите. Мужики и не мужики тоже. Так, ну окей, хорошо. Нам предлагают пойти переговорить, видимо, с этими самыми. А, вон там, он типа он увидел трупы. Ну ладно, сорян. Я тут как бы это... Не очень причем. Ну это мы, конечно, соберем, как бы. Фиолетовые вещи, что бы не собрать-то. Они же денег стоят по-любому. Ну, что там? Сейчас на нас будут ругаться, что мы не успели, да?
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Естественно.
And we were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive. I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry, the Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat.
Так, хорошо. Пойдем сообщим об успехе. А зачем я обратно-то побежал? Ой, а можно же переместиться, да? Это же, наверное, будет быстрее. Ну, смотри, как шустро перемещается-то. Так, значит, ну у нас из дополнительных заданий практически ничего не осталось. Мы сейчас пойдем, собственно... А, не, подожди, осталось. Там же надо что-то про новый Эдем, какую-то деревню там сделать здесь. Тогда нет, я уже думал, что мы все сейчас пойдем по этому... По основному заданию, которое вторая линейка, которая про исследователей.
We managed to dismantle the Ordo Luminis' camp, Your Eminence. And while we were there, we gathered proof of their exactions.
Those wretched fools! How dare they challenge me a second time? I will make sure that a decree is published so that their order is now forbidden on this island.
Тетка психанула. Ну, это надо думать, да.
They will be thanked and rewarded for it. But it is to you,
Конечно, дай мне кучу денег.
I express my deepest gratitude. Without your intervention, Teleme as a whole would have appeared as a monster in the eyes of the islanders.
Она и так практически стала. Так, окей. Значит, что у нас там? Давай посмотрим. Дополнительные задания. Вот это вот. Говорить с отцом. Сообщить. Ну давай, сообщим, пойдем. Почему бы и нет. Мы сейчас опять же быстро переместимся просто туда и все. Я думаю, это будет достаточно шустро. Просто чтобы не забыть об этом. Так. Да какой составить группу? Да что ты делаешь? О, ну давай, проеби всю ярость. Чего ж нет-то? Так, значит, продаж. Стальной короткий меч. Не нужен. Стальная рапира. Не нужна. Кольцо проповедника. Не нужно. Это все барахло нам не нужно. Неплохо так-то. Блин, ну это всратый пистолет, который мне не нравится, как выглядит. Я его продам, как бы, не буду я с ним. Точно. Это самое. Мурыжится. Четырехствольный, значит, да? Да, ну на самом деле мне этот норм. Так что давай этот, наверное, продадим. Вот. А чё я еще хотел продать? Подожди, у меня ж тут куча всякого барахла, вот этого. Ой, блин. Так, а может это точно нам не пригодится? Перчатки священника. А может это стоит этому самому нашему? Ого. Как его? Ну, короче, этому манипулятору гребаному старому. Ну-ка иди сюда, где ты там? Ну, типа, фиг знает. У него там что-то уже установлено, типа. Эти даже хуже. А, ну вот ботинки, да. Ботинки стоит ему надеть, наверное. Хотя фиг знает. Но он так-то пососно станет выглядеть, но насрать на самом деле. Не буду я на него тратить ресурсы, еще в самом деле. Все, пойдем. А, я забыл эти, как их, боеприпасы купить. Все, вот теперь точно пойдем. Быстро, говорю, сейчас протанемся и полчаса, блин, тут переодевался, как всегда. Ну, нормально, это нормально. Так, слышишь, мать, я там кого мог спас, как бы.
What do you seek?
I have come to tell you that we have taken care of the Inquisitors and set the camp's prisoners free.
You thought we weren't capable of fighting the Soul Lesser and of freeing our people?
That's not it. I thought it was my duty to inform the woman who represents Teleme here of the situation. She's the commander of the Soul Lesser, and she was furious when she heard about their actions. She made a point of punishing them herself, and of having your people set free as a token of good faith.
I understand. She's proven a respectable queen.
Дадут мне обратно репутацию.
An ally. I thank you for your help on Almanawi. From now on, you have our gratitude and our trust. From this day forward, you are a Karants of our clan.
Карант нашего клана. О, неплохо.
I need to be going.
Каранц. Теперь я Каранц ихнего клана. Ихнего, да, егонного. Так, а тут где-то рядышком должна быть это. Вот оно, глобусе. Поговорить с отцом. Зачем? А зачем с ним говорить? Не понял. Какая научная экспедиция, блядь? Подожди. Ага, это мне вот сюда надо. Лагерь у Эдема. Так, а почему мы тут что-то не открыли? Опа, что такое? Кто это? Где это? Блин. Ну чё, псы? Ну давайте убейте меня еще. Тоже мне тут начали. Ты чё там, старый, справился, нет? Ну, помогать тебе все равно придется, да? Так, что-то какая-то напряженная музыка пошла. Не к добру это все. Ну давай сейчас будем застревать на... Застревать в пнях — это лучшая идея, которая могла быть.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
О, нифига тут. Прикольно отстроились, нормально.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do
Такой
for you?
жизнерадостный прям я не могу.
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all.
Конечно, сейчас
If you
найдем
want
все.
to learn more about
Паникуй.
these tablets, you should go ask
Сестра
Sister
Евгения. А Евгения не против?
She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also. You should find her a bit further in the village with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug.
Естественно.
They must have wanted to
Еретики, да. Кругом еретики.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
Так, ясно. Поговорить с богословами.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wondered how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
А почему с тобой горит?
Father,
I'm glad to
Спросить.
tell
Ага,
me about how
давай,
you created
поспрашиваем.
this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vigsenegad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
Ага.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries.
Да, видел я тут пару проповедников, которые натравливают всякую дичь.
But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
Ну, допустим.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Угу. И тебе всего хорошего. Так, поговорить с богословами, хорошо.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Слышь,
I am busy. If you have questions,
тоже мне.
go see Sister Eugenia. She's our
Ты тоже занятая?
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder,
Это еще и mужик. И ты тоже занят?
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablets?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular...
Понятно.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
Естественно, такая занятая вся.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Зачем мне оставляют реплики, которые я уже спрашивал?
The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you.
А, подожди. Я про скрижаль-то не спросил.
Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
Не спросил. А, нет, спросил. Или не спросил? Не, не спросил, значит.
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us, or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later, but first we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to, but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Хорошо.
I am
Брат Вергилиус, обыск дома, значит,
especially if you
и
managed to
местные.
retrieve the tablets for us.
Мне кажется, брат Вергилиус просто пробухал свою смену, как бы.
I will let you work.
И в этом проблема. Кто из вас брат Вергилиус? Признавайтесь. Ты?
Greetings, Desarde. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil.
Да.
What would you like to know?
Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island.
Ты в курсе, что твоих друзей всех разогнали?
Since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Ты, сука, стоял, смотрел на флаг, блядь. Какая работа? Чё ты паришь мне?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things.
По-любому он тут при делах.
I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Стопудово эта крыса по-любому и продала кому-то их. Пес. Так, подожди, а зачем мне это? Сначала надо бы искать дом.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Так. Узнать больше. А, так это и есть, наверное, вождь, да? Что-то игра, короче, начала подфриживать маленько. Я не понимаю, что с ней так. Ну ёпта, давай застревать сейчас будем. Наверное, это вождь. Сейчас мы спросим его версию происхождения.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello, Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onolmenawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Teleme, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them. They were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Прикольный мудрец.
Really?
В
I
смысле,
believe
это
those who were
староста.
exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
Да ладно, чё ты
I
в
have no
самом деле.
intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
Чё-нибудь придумаем. Все, пошли. Ты чё?
I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
Пойдем поговорим. Хотел сказать, что у нас опять какая-то побегушная серия получается, но нет, мы же вначале дрались маленько, так что
Greetings.
все
Are you
по-честному.
Vindwal?
Bird tier, Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Ну блин, я не хочу обвинять, ну
I know you
там
helped
нет
the
другой
exiles to steal
реплики.
the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Ptolemy is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods. Beyond the
Ну они,
stone
естественно,
circle.
мне нападут,
If you
как бы
want
я,
to take
естественно,
the
им
tablets
ввалю.
away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Я бы с удовольствием не стал бы убивать никого вообще в этой игре. В самом-то деле, я же вообще мирный. Но что поделать, если они нападают сами первые? О, нифига там гнездо. Иди сюда, тварь. Давай, подходи. И оп. Ага, я понял. Ну, конечно, да. Умри, пожалуйста. Где это гнездо сраное? Сжечь его нахрен. Могу сжечь? Ну. Это поручение, оказывается, внезапно. А зачем я сейчас это сделал? Не знаю, ну не важно. Ну ладно, если так, то хорошо. Может, второй сейчас найдем. Зачистим заодно. А мы типа тут не пройдем, что ли, или что? Не понял. Ага, так тут нет дороги вообще. А я пытаюсь прорваться. Нормально.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight.
Я и не хотел с ними сражаться.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
Слева полно ловушек. А тут кто-то сидит. Значит, надо идти справа. Ща аккуратненько выкорнем. Я не знаю, зачем я иду в приседе. Ну так, чисто по фану. Стелс. Мне кажется, я мог спокойно просто пробежать. Сидят все спокойно, нормально.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Да ладно. Да ну нет. Подожди. Ты чё? Серьезно? Типа они меня заметили? Я так не играю. Ты чё, игра ошалела, что ли? Я же в стелсе. Я же знал дорогу, блядь. Не, что, серьезно? Они типа палят, если я иду просто так? Реально палят.
What? How do you know we have them? And how? Not for thee. We will not give them back. We lost our homes and families, so the priests lose their sacred stones.
Perhaps I could do something for you in exchange for the tablets.
You are a Renaigse. You cannot help us.
I am also an Onol Manawi. So?
We want to join the Sengeden Anadas, Deirdre's clan. But she only accepts warriors, and not all of us are warriors. Give us a family and a home, and we will give you back the priest's stones.
Very well. I will go and see her. I hope that we manage to convince
О,
Deirdre.
как. Любопытно. А я могу все-таки их просто украсть? Подожди. Ну так чисто. Типа я могу без боя это сделать? Фига какой модный стелс нынче в играх. Я и не думал, что это так работает. А, да ладно, я теперь не могу это сделать? Да ёб ты мой. Ай, ладно. Ща договоримся, нормально все будет. Так, куда нам там надо? Договориться с. А как мне это сделать? Да ладно. Фу ты, твою мать. Как это называется? А! А, ну она же должна нам это. Я же хороший парень. Я забыл, как там.
Some already have done. The others should just do like them and undergo the trials of the warrior.
But not all of them are warriors.
We're about to go to war. Those who do not know how to fight have no place amongst the Sengeden Anadas.
Siora.
Why do you refuse to welcome the exiles? They want to fight the Renaigse, just like you.
Why do you not welcome them amongst the Gaius Rad if you have so much compassion for them?
It is your clan they want to join, not mine.
Make them change their mind. I will not change mine.
Да какого хрена?
I implore you to reconsider, Deirdre. Though they may not all be fighters, these people will know how to make themselves useful in your village.
Very well. You have helped us.
Ты капец, короче, это тупая тетка. Ну это скорее всего только потому, что я типа спас пацанов ее. Это, скорее всего, только из-за того, что я спас ее пацанов. Так бы она, конечно, не согласилась. Ну, какая упрямая. Ты, говорит, бери их в свой клан. Они мне не нужны. Они нобасы. У нас клан только топовых бойцов. Это что такое? Не надо вот это вот. Слышишь, что, пацаны, я вам дом нашел.
So, what did Deirdre say?
She accepted to welcome you all into her clan.
I did not think that you'd manage to convince her. You can take the tablets.
Thank you. I hope that you'll be happy in your new family.
Adloredar. And you were right. You are more on Olmanawi than Renaigse.
Отлично. Мне кажется, это более правильное решение, чем просто украсть. А еще этот балбес, который уснул, он, конечно, вообще валенок. Опа.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Yes, everything is fine. He has joined the Sengedin Anidas and he gave me the tablets.
Really? What about the others? Those who are not fighters? I thought that Deirdre did not want them.
Бабуль, я
I
все
managed to
пришел, все
convince her
норм.
to accept all of the exiles.
I thank you for helping them. It is reassuring to hear that they are in a new clan.
Бабуля переживает просто, ну. Это нормально. Так, подожди-ка, а здесь же где-то должно быть второе вот это вот логово обоссанное. Может, его найти тогда надо? Как бы, чё бы и нет-то. А давай боеприпасы все сделаем. 155. Ёпта. А сколько? 15. Пока ладно. Пока норм. Давай как бы найдем вторую эту ямку, которую надо уничтожить. Так, ну там кто-то спит, вот это вот. А знаешь, что надо сделать? Надо, короче, открыть дневник. Письма. Справочник, письма. А где-то же было отдельно поручение, не? Вот, поручение. К северу от Эдема обнаружены логово. Если идете по северо-западной дороге, готовьтесь к бою или прячьтесь в кустах. Ага. Так, я понял. Это типа все-таки куда-то вот сюда. А, ну давай мы просто вот так пройдем сейчас. Поэтому кто там нахрен? Да вот серьезно? Отстаньте, психи. Я вас не трогал, и вы мне не надо. Вот, я думаю, что вот здесь вот сейчас мы где-то их... А, так мы их здесь уже и нашли. Так мы их здесь уже и нашли. А где же еще одно логово? А вот еще одно логово. Все. Ну, раз уж я пришел просто сюда. Но это на самом деле самая стрёмная механика. Ать ты. Я просто заходил в Steam, увидел, что там есть ачивка на какое-то количество убитых зверушек. Поэтому теперь будем охотиться на зверушек. Еще у меня вопрос, где я несу эти скрижали, но это ладно. Это как бы во всех играх есть такая проблема, что непонятно, где персонаж, сука, вот это все свое переносит. Только в играх, которые типа про реализм, и это более-менее адекватно реализовано. Ну, я говорю типа про реализм, типа всякие там симуляторы выживания и прочую херь.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
Виновный ты, что уснул, сука.
You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you, but how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
А что они нам дали? А, золотые монеты. О, да, 50 золотых монет, это серьезно. Дождаться результата исследования? Что? Ну, давай дождемся. А где лагерь? Тут есть ближайший лагерь-то? Вот он, лагерь. А чё у меня вот здесь вот не исследован? Кусок какой-то непонятно чего. Чё это такое? Это таверна? Это закрытая таверна. А это пугало местное. Фига, тут звуки прикольные. Внезапные такие. Переместиться. А, ну в Сан-Матеус я не хочу. А тут типа ничего нету? Не, на самом деле... На самом деле мы просто ляжем спать тут. Еще спать. Вот. И, собственно, так, где ты? С Петрусом мы всегда успеем поговорить. Пока надо заняться поиском экспедиции. А то братишка наш совсем отъедет. Да ёб твою мать, куда надо идти-то? Опа.
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help. but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Ну, давай осмотрим.
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several bite marks and traces of blows.
The blows did not put him in this state. He looks like a victim of poisoning. With the right antidote, I think we could get him back on his feet.
Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
Ой, хватит херь какую-то нести, блядь, вечно еретиков своих.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame.
Ну вот-вот.
The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Так, короче, давайте этим мы займемся в следующий раз. А пока вот с таким замечательным видом мы заканчиваем этот выпуск замечательных наших приключений нашего эмиссара, нашего содружества. Вот. Ну и, собственно, всем спасибо за внимание. Ставьте лайки, делитесь, подписывайтесь, пишите комментарии, жмите колокольчик. Всем всего хорошего. Пока-пока.